Yo, Hangover Gang. Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, it's Tomsday, and I was in two minds, guys, whether to drop this track called Cancer or the track Angels for the last Tom's Day. But last Tom's Day just went crazy because and that is Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun, decided to drop The Brave, and the whole internet went crazy. So, guys, this one is going to really hit home because it's hit home in my family over the last few years, and I'm certain it's hit other people as well. But guys, I just thought, I saw the title when I checked it out last week, and I thought, you know what, I'm either going to drop this one, Cancer, or Angels. And I knew that both tracks are going to, Hangover Gang. Let's check out Cancer.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They don't.
So Tom just drops the knowledge about, basically, we all will know, or we do know, someone who's got cancer. And he said that, the majority of people who get cancer, out of those people, a lot of people aren't going to make it. And then when the rhymes started to kick in, Tom just said he's certain there is a cure for cancer, but they're just not giving it to us. And I've got my own beliefs about stuff like that. I just cannot believe how we collect so much money for cancer annually. And in sport and in cricket, even in wrestling, they wear the pink ribbons for the cancer charities, etc., etc. People do so much for cancer research and this, that, and everything else, and we donate so much to it. But it's weird how we could find a cure for, I'm not going to say what it was, within so few months. But in all these years of people suffering, and I've seen it firsthand, guys, with this awful thing. This is the other C, the C word that was never mentioned. I remember as a kid and stuff, people were telling me that they never used to mention the C word. But now we had the CV word, and that was the one that's being mentioned or not mentioned and censored, etc., etc. But guys, we really need to stick together and do something about this because it's just awful. It really is. I'm just going to wheel it again, guys. I just wanted to give you a bit of a personal take on this, guys. So yeah, this is Cancer.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been
40 years of research, 90 billion. 90 billion in research. 90 billion. And listen, guys, I remember when I was at school, my good friend, I could not believe it. His mum, she had leukemia. And 1 minute, she's a young woman. 1 minute she had leukemia, and the next minute she was dead within, I think, between 7 and 9 months. I just couldn't understand it. Really, it affects everyone. But 90 billion on research, and we haven't really scratched the surface of it, guys. It's awful, awful, awful.
They're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation?
That's the thing, guys. And if the cancer doesn't kill you, the treatment, the radiation possibly will. It makes you so ill, so sick, and changes your whole body's chemistry. Like, if your hair falls out, you're sick all the time, you're ill, you haven't no energy, etc., 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 and you're weak. So even if you do survive, sometimes that actually is the thing that kills you. It's ridiculous, guys, ridiculous. I'm just going to wheel it back one little time, guys. I'm going to try not to speak too much because this is a really serious topic.
They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We'd give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting because it's how we survive. But it's scary because we don't know where we'll go when we die.
Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark.
Stop it there. And Big Al, if you're watching, I'm saying a big up to you. I remember when, well, I'm not going to go too much into the details of which relatives it was had cancer. Your hair was so long. I mean, you looked just like Axl Rose, guy, and you cut your hair for that. That was incredible. I mean, you know, just so that you were the same as who. That was an amazing sacrifice to make, Big Al, and props to you for that, my man. Props to you.
You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting.
The world's become so toxic, it's carcinogenic. We've polluted the air, the water, the food that we digest. So for all, this is the thing I say to people, it's cause and effect. Sometimes we try and do something which is meant to be good for people, but sometimes at the back of that, all these bad things happen. So all this, the people saying, oh, the world's getting bigger, we need to feed the people, etc., etc. So we moved from a very decent place where we were self-sustainable in some areas, and we moved from an arable farming land to agribusiness. And agribusiness brought in all the machinery, all the chemicals, etc., to grow bigger, better, faster, quicker. But did it really help us? Because at the end of the day, all the derivatives of this big agribusiness, which created all these super but hypermarkets, all this sort of stuff, what it ended up with is people becoming ill, people losing jobs in effect. Because when I was a kid, instead of having a massive hypermarket, supermarket, we had a butcher, we had a baker, we had a greengrocer, we had a cake shop, we had a post office. But right now, all of those are gone because we had a high street, and it's all gone now into these massive hypermarkets where you get everything under the one roof. But it's all because of agribusiness. Not agriculture, agribusiness, and it's just growing out of proportion. But at the end of that, we've got all these chemicals that make foods grow quicker and grow out of season, etc., etc. But we don't know the long-term effects it's having on our bodies. Guys, I'm going to go wheel this back a little bit.
The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves, we're dying to keep living. It's the system, it's a prison, we keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret.
It's a system. It's a prison. We keep dying to beat it.
And our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this.
Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are
choose to fight when you're afraid. And you can experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight. And you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face. And you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
That was Tom MacDonald. That was Cancer. It was filmed, directed, etc. by Nova Rockefeller. And there was another person, I think it's called Fulton. I didn't see the name, so I apologise on that, guys. And that's such a sad, sad, sad song. But there's also hope in it because Tom was saying, you're a fighter. So as much as cancer is such a terrible thing, it actually brings out the best in people. Sometimes, you don't know what's going to happen until it happens. If it ever happens, you don't know how you'll face it or how you won't face it, etc. But there's something innate within us which we will fight, and we will fight and hold on, even just for that, as Tom said, one more day. And it's so touching, especially when you see someone, a child, going through this. I mean, it's heartbreaking when you see that, guys. It's heartbreaking. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do for that person, but just try and make them comfortable if you can. But yeah, so in this world where we see so much excess, we see people sort of just dripping, sort of. There's nothing wrong with that to an extent, etc. But then when you see the real tangible side of life where people are trying to hold on to life just for that one more day, even, it just makes you think, and it makes you think how lucky we are sometimes to be here. And that's why I always say to you people, and I don't say it to be funny or to be this or to be that, but I say it because I've seen so many things in my times, guys. And I say it, people, to look after yourselves, to look after each other, but to also enjoy your life. Life is short. We are but quick. We are but quick. Life is short. So at the end of the day, when terrible things happen, and when we're called, we just want to make certain that we don't have too many regrets in this life. But live a good life, enjoy yourselves, guys. Don't imprison yourselves. Don't hold yourself back from experiencing new things. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your life, but also make certain you take care of yourselves. This is a sad, sad. I can't think of anything really uplifting to say apart from, yeah. I mean, Tom was saying we spend 90 billion, and it's an industry that it's almost like that spinning wheel, as I said. It keeps turning, and no one can afford to get off. I mean, if they find a cure, I wish they would. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because sometimes, when you talk about certain things, it makes you a bit angry. And yeah, I just hope that hopefully within my lifetime that we find a cure for a lot of the cancers. There's leukemia, which is cancer of the blood. There's lung cancer. There's so many different forms of cancer, Hodgkinson's and all this sort of stuff. I don't know. But we need to start making moves and starting to deal with those. So, I mean, the one thing people can say about the CV is that the whole world came together and they got some sort of a cure or some sort of a barrier within just a few short months. So if people can work together, and that's one thing I say about human beings, we are human beings first. If we can work together, we can accomplish so many things. I'm not saying we can move mountains. It's not quite possible, but we can do a lot of stuff if we actually come together with a good heart. So people, that was Tom MacDonald working with Nova Rockefeller. That was Cancer, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great Tom's Day, have a great weekend. I knew this track was going to trigger things in me, which are very, very sad. So I don't want to talk too much more about this, but I hope you guys have a great weekend. Look after yourselves, look after each other, have fun, guys, enjoy yourselves, but make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel here at Urb'n Barz, please subscribe to my channel. I'm now on about 1,750 odd subscribers, which is just mind blowing. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, if I get to 2,000 subscribers before, should we say, I don't know, end of the month? Yeah, end of this month. If I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to drop something really special for you guys. I've been thinking about this for a while, so I'll drop something special for you guys. If I get the 2,000 subscribers before February the 28th, is it leap year this year? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But if I get it before February the 28th, guys, I will drop something special. I might actually drop two things that are special. But guys, have a great weekend. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you at the next reaction. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.